Mohammed and Yusuf enjoy the simple pleasure of an afternoon stroll in Johannesburg. They ran from war and persecution in Darfur, the region of Sudan where it's alleged President Omar al-Bashir committed genocide, war crimes and crimes against humanity.
I feel against the whole regime and the dictator al-Bashir. I hate him. But I was happy when he came here because I thought South Africa would arrest him. It was a big shock when South Africa protected him.
Al-Bashir steadfastly denies the charges. He was in Johannesburg for an African Union summit. Despite a court order, he was allowed to slip out of the country, and the ICC wants to know why South Africa didn't fulfill its obligations to the court. In its written submissions to the International Criminal Court, the South African government is arguing that it was not obliged to arrest President Omar al-Bashir because under what it describes as customary international law, he has absolute immunity. But the issue of immunity for heads of state is disputed. So too is the objectivity of the ICC. Some say it's biased against Africans. In the wake of the scandal, South Africa's government tried to withdraw from the ICC, but it was forced to revoke the move when a court ruled it was unconstitutional.
It's vitally important for South Africa to remain within the ICC. The African bloc, they have a lot of power to make real changes, which they have not up to this point tried to do. And this would be something which would be a logical step for them to say, we're not happy with some procedures and we'd like it to be changed. That can happen from within the ICC. It's not possible to happen after a country withdraws.
The UN says some 300,000 people have been killed in Darfur and more than 2 million have been forced from their homes since the conflict began in 2003. South Africa has 1 day to convince the ICC that it was justified in not arresting al-Bashir. Otherwise, it could be reported to the United Nations for possible action. Tania, Al Jazeera, Johannesburg.